Puts up a tough shot. Bounces around. Goes in at the buzzer. Working it down to 2-1. A deep three. Oh!
It's population.
That's how you win a game.
It's population. We hustle every day to find picks. You can tell us if you want to get rich. It's population. We robbing Underdog and PrizePicks. We the best in this biz. You ain't telling us shit. It's population. We love making money quick, fast. Cooking up a team card. The whole crew about to smash. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash. The dopest team you ever seen. Winning money, stacking G's. Boogie setting traps, but they'll never catch me. Some people get addicted like rats to the cheese, but I got one obligation to bring Johnny to his knees. Holding back the props till the morning he knows. They'll be fishing in the shack, plotting nukes with the bros. Only with craw, never reload. Underrated to my amigos. We go with the honest, we seeking the bloods. We know when that fucking cheat code. Party that I'm sweating, it can't be good for my health. Some may call it making bets, I call it investing in myself. I'm picking props like stocks, population for the win. Got my sips in by the buzzer now, let the games begin.
Unbelievable. Just has it. He did it.
It's population. It's population. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash.
All right, yo, what is up, guys? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night. It's a good Friday night for us and population crew. Yeah, I think we had a stream last night and we had a stream this afternoon, and everything pretty much covered and went over, ended up coming through for us. But let's just recap. Last night, our main two core plays that we got on ended up cashing Jokic first half PRA. He had it mainly done with scoring, to no surprise, because the Spurs allow the most points to centers. And then Keontae George ended up crushing his PA. He got bumped the next day. We got really good value at 24.5 last night on stream. He ended up bumping up, I think, all the way to maybe even 26 PA. But he ended up clearing the bump line too with 30. And then the afternoon stream, the 4-pick hit that we shared, we did once we got Wemby's first half fantasy, which we talked about on last night's stream to look out for. He crushed that. He had 4 or 5 stocks in the first half. And then Sexton, what a legacy cover. I think he had 22 fantasy underrated going into the fourth quarter and didn't check in till about the 9-minute mark. So he had a lot of ground to cover, but he ended up getting 2 steals. One of them, he got a steal and he pulled up and hit a 3. So, I mean, I thought that was dead in the water, but man, what a cover.
He heard you. He heard you say chalk. He said, watch this, buddy.
Oh, yeah. And then quickly, we talked about his under PA, do the matchup, and he went way under that. He started off pretty efficient, especially with the playmaking, but he just didn't get it done scoring-wise. And then we talked about Clint's dunks. I think he had more than 3 dunks. I think PrizePicks should stop counting, but he crushed that in the first half. And then some other plays. We talked about Wendell Carter's first half PRA and stream last night. Franz ended up going nuclear in the first half and dominating the usage, so that killed him. But we talked about Kelly O under RA. He just stayed under with 12. And then, yeah, again, we talked about Jokic first half and Keontae. And then also Clint's rebounding upside we talked about last night because he had a ton of offensive rebounds, which we predicted. So he crushed that. And then here's some other 4 picks we mix and match, including college basketball. So here's a 6 pick with a lot of the core plays and that hit, and 2 college basketball from Coach. He's just been crushing college basketball, and so look out. More plays coming from him, and once the tournament starts. And yeah, if you're not following him, Coach91 on Twitter, definitely check him out. And he's a core part of the crew here. And yeah, he's crushing college basketball. So we got a good team group here that's getting props done from every angle in every sport. So if you're first time checking out the stream, definitely join us. You can join us by clicking the Patreon link in the description below and linking that to your Discord. Join on in. I mean, it's less than $1 per day, so really cheap to join, and you get a lot of different sports and a lot of different info. So definitely join us. But yeah, it was a solid day overall. A lot of props were sweaty to the end, but they ended up coming through. So let's go ahead and get into this slate today, or for Saturday. So we got 9 games. We only have one island game that starts early, 5 p.m. Eastern, and it's the Cavs at the Rockets. So let's check the Cavs injury report. Looks like Strus is going to be out again. And Donovan Mitchell is back, second game back. And I think it's just Strus and Mobley mainly. So let's check the Rockets. So I think it's just Cam Whitmore and Sengun that remain out. Unless anyone else pops up later in the injury report, but okay, what do we have? We got a 5.5 point spread, low total, pretty slow pace teams here, right? Let's check the pace recently from both teams. So Rockets are on the season, but average, middle of the road. And then the Cavs are in the bottom 10 in pace. So this should be overall pretty slow game. Less shots going up. Let's see what props we got. Start with the Cavs side. Okay, so we only have Garland, Mitchell, and Allen here. Let's look at the potential of this last game with Donovan back and Levert going back to the bench. Wow, so Garland had 20 potential assists here. Finished with 11.
He went crazy.
And Levert's still getting it done assist-wise, even with limited potential. So imagine those are just high conversions to Jared Allen or 3-point shots. Let's see how the Rockets have been over this last 7 games defensively for playmaking. Yeah, no surprise, they're down there. Bottom 3. And, it's probably just due to pace. Both these teams are bottom 5 for assist potentials here. Yeah, it's just not a good overall game environment for playmaking. Just probably due to the lack of shots going up. See what kind of odds we have here. So DK doesn't even have Garland's assist up yet. Let's look at the RA. We'll say it's probably, if anything, it's a good rebound spot for the guards. Cause I know Houston, they've been around the top 5 for rebounds allowed the guards. They take a lot of threes, so. Especially with Sengun out and you have Jabari starting at center. He plays the stretch big and takes threes, so. I'm curious to see what LeVert's rebounds are going to be at because he snags a lot of long rebounds off the bench. Yeah, I mean, Garland, I never trust him for rebounding, so I never take his RA. But the Rockets have been giving up points to point guards. Yeah, number 2 over the last 15 games. But I hate choosing between Garland and Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell's back in the mix, so I'll probably stay away. I know as of right now, it was a popular play I saw earlier. I'm sure there's dude something over. Oh, it's only minus 125. Guys, to be honest, I'm not really liking anything for this game. I think Jared Allen, if we get his dunk prop, definitely consider that with Jabari and Jock playing all his center minutes. We should have an easy time. I don't know how I feel about his rebounds. With all the 3 balls going up by the Rockets from Van Vliet and Jalen Green, and Jabari. Let's look at the Rockets. And yeah, we don't have Amen Thompson. I think, there's a lot of rebounds to be had near the basket from the Cavs. But that was when Donovan Mitchell was out and Jared Allen had a pretty high usage rate.
Big Sean got a question for you.
Leading rebounds. Yeah, they were top 3. That span of games that Donovan was out. Sean Drake. From just an early look, what does the best game look like tomorrow? Hard to say.
How's your sushi?
Okay.
It was not in the fridge though. You never ate it.
Sorry about that. All right, let's go to the next game. I'm not really feeling anything right now. in that one. Nets and Pacers. Do we have any props for that?
Why is there a bunch of poop in the bathroom in that toilet?
Josh, where you at? We miss you. Don't make me play this DJ air horn. I know you hate it. I'll keep playing it. Where the heck did you go, bro? Anybody know any jokes? What in the... Daniel, what up, bro? What's going down? You got any questions? I know, let's go, bro. We're waiting for the man. You got any questions for tomorrow? Put them in the chat. You see all those wins from today? Oh, man. We want more wins. We want more wins. Big Josh, why are you hiding from us, bro? Let's see if we can find him. Oh, there he is. The man is back.
Sorry about that, guys. Dude, my kid decided to not use the toilet, so...
Oh, fuck a toilet.
That's always fun, right? But, okay. Where were we? Oh, the Rockets? Cavs, yeah. Due to the pace... Donovan back. I'm not really feeling it, but I will say Donovan's points are pretty low. Let's see how many minutes he played his rotation for his first game back. I know he struggled. Okay, so he played 27 minutes, but looks like he was on pace. If he didn't blow out, he was on pace for about 31 minutes. I mean, he still led the team in usage, right? To no surprise. He just shot poorly. I mean, he's rusty. Yeah, I mean, his points are pretty low, but I'd like to see him have a solid game, at least one, since being out for so long before even considering him. I mean, you could catch him right now while he's low-hanging fruit at 23, but before he gets back to his 25-plus lines. Let's see the odds on that. It's probably... Yeah, it's even money line right now. Okay. Did you go over the Nets-Pacers injury report?
Did I go over it? No. Let's look at it.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Having little kids, man. Always accidents.
It's all good. Stuff happens.
Yep, and then you have to clean it up.
Daniel wants some NHL picks, so you better find some of them.
Oh, man. I'm the wrong person to ask for that.
Yeah, we don't know much about that, man.
I'm not seeing anything for Brooklyn. Pacers look full go, so take a look at this game.
Your homie Neesmith.
We have Neesmith.
Yep.
Wow. Why do they keep bumping him up underrated?
Because they want us to keep playing and winning.
Let's look at his. How did he end up with 5? I know he had 0 after the first quarter. He took 3 shots at first, and then 3 shots in the second. He hit a 3. That's about normal for him. He's gonna take about 2 to 3 threes in the first half. He only played 13 minutes.
He's terrible. He played good in the second half, though. It's weird.
He always does, yeah. Yeah, it's because Miles Turner really dominates the usage in the first half. I don't mind it. I mean, it is a softer matchup against the Nets, but the Nets, at least they're fully healthy. The only problem is their perimeter defense can be really sketch. So he might have a couple open 3 opportunities in the first half. But let's check. Let's see what they're doing recently. The 3-point shooting against forwards. Over the last 15, they're about average. They're actually not allowing that many points to small forwards. At least over the last 15 games. Average over the last 7. Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. Just due to the pure lack of volume overall. You know, it can change game to game. Like if he comes out, hits his first 3, then he, might keep chucking. His shot volume might get an uptick by a couple more. But I like our odds just overall.
I wonder what his first quarter. What's his first quarter?
Sure, it's its usual 3.5. That's what it's been.
Geez, 7.5 feels good.
DK doesn't have it yet. But we can rendezvous back at the end and check it. It's weird that we only have Neesmith and Halliburton. Yeah, okay, and Siakam. But they don't have Miles. Miles isn't questionable or anything, right?
Let's look.
No.
Everyone looks good. Except McDermott, but we don't care about him.
Yeah, I mean, his full game point line keeps going up because, it's been around 13.5. But since he's been productive in the second half, it just keeps making his total point line go up.
No one's noticing.
And so,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, with PrizePicks, what they usually do with these early first drops, especially the night before, they literally just cut the lines in half, and then they'll adjust it the next day. So I'm sure he'll go to 7 flat by tomorrow.
I bet he'll go to 6.
They could, depending on how much traffic.
People are gonna see all those red bars.
Yeah, or maybe they don't even come around Neesmith because who clicks on him? Besides our group.
There's a lot of people. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and then Halliburton, his usage is also really low. I mean, it's really just Siakam and Miles Turner that dominate the first half. Okay. What do we have for the Pacers here? They're at home. Of course, we don't have Halliburton's assist line. 15.5 RA is a little high in my opinion. His rebounding is all over the place. I think it's a pretty good fantasy upside here for Miles against the Claxton, but let's double check the history, at least for this season too. Uh-oh, StatMuse said nope. Oh, there we go. Looks like he hasn't played him this season. So either one of them was out for their matchup. Daniel said, wondering, so you guys only do NBA? No, we do majority of the sports. Hockey is one a few people do them, but it's one we don't really focus on. But yeah, we do all the basketball, international, college, and then some esports, definitely baseball. But yeah, hockey's just the only one we really don't focus on. And it looks like Miles hasn't played the Nets at all this season. I do think he has good fantasy upside here, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty juiced because he's been pretty productive lately. He's at 25.5 PRA. It'll probably be 31, at least 30, 31 fantasy here. All right. Neesmith's probably the only thing I'm liking. I think there's definitely unders in this game. Okay, so the thing about the Pacers, they're really good at defending catch and shoot threes, right? And the thing they struggle with the most is isolation. Guys off of isolation plays or isolation pick and roll. So that's going to be guys like Cam Thomas and Schroeder at times with the pick and roll, but mainly Cam Thomas. Probably struggle with him the most with isolation. But yeah, the Pacers really limit 3-point shooting. Like I said, catch and shoot threes. So Bridges has been taking a lot of threes this year, driving a lot less. And then they also give up a lot of fantasy to centers too, right? I think Clax could have a good game here if he can stay out of foul trouble. Especially in the first half with how active Miles is in the first half. Yeah, let's see what his first half fantasy is. The only thing with him is he can't get in really foul trouble, especially if Miles draws fouls on him. But yeah, I think Cam Thomas. Let's see if he's played against the Pacers this season. Nope. Let's see what the odds are. A little bit of juice on the over, minus 125. I would say let's look out for Cam Thomas's free throws for sure. You know, the Pacers foul at a high rate, and when he's not just chucking threes, which I don't think he will in this matchup, and he's more involved with the mid-range game and driving, I think he can draw some fouls here. I think his free throws have ranged from 3.5 to 4 flat, depending on the matchup. But I like him in this when he's running isolation on them. I doubt we get a 3.5 in this matchup, because the Pacers are top 3 in shooting fouls. So I would say it's slightly with his points, but he's a streaky shooter, and I hate relying on just streaky shooters for scoring. But it is a good matchup, and I think man, Schroeder's tempting here, right? Because if he's having a hard time hitting his three, I mean, majority of his points come from the three ball, right?
He's so low now, though, right?
He's pretty low. He's pretty low. Let's see what his usage rate is been like with them fully healthy. Yeah, so he's still up there, like top 3 with Bridges and Cam Thomas, and Cam Johnson's coming off the bench since returning. It might be a little too low if he gets lucky and hits a couple of threes. Yeah, and just do the pace of that the Pacers play at. He's gonna get more shots up here. And how suspect the Pacers defense has been, besides the 3-point perimeter defense, everything else they just get killed with the mid-range and then the paint. So even guys like Bridges, if he's not just chucking threes and more active driving, he can get there with that his point line being so low. I mean, that guy has always lived around since joining the Nets, like 22 plus point line, right? Now he's all the way down to 18. It's too much on the edge there. So and they taxed Cam Thomas's first half here. Yeah, not much to like here. I doubt we get Claxton's dunks. If we do, it's probably gonna be too flat.
Dunks have been smacking.
Oh, show in the right matchup.
Yeah.
Man, Jabari, he's another guy that's like doing nothing in the first half and then scoring in the second half. I want to put Claxton for his, depending on what his full game fantasy is at. It was getting all the way up to like 36.5. But maybe it's not as high with everyone back. We'll just have to see. I mean, he does have good stock upside here. It's same for Miles Turner, but yeah, I'm not really feeling much from this game. How about you, Marie?
Yeah, nah, not really.
Pacers, like, they've been playing bad lately, but when their offense is clicking, especially at home, they can, and their 3-ball's falling, they could easily blow teams out, especially like the Nets. So I get why Vegas is giving them a 8.5 point spread here. Oh gosh, we had to talk about this game. Sixers Hornets.
You don't have to.
We don't even have props, right? Oh, we do. Oh. Okay. Well, Mičić decided to go absolutely nuclear today and took like every shot for the team. I don't even know how many assists did he finish with.
Let me look. Not that many. Trey Man decided to get.
So the Memphis game. I don't even have the game log yet. We don't even have props yet on PrizePicks. Do we have Sixers props? Nope. Well, I will say, great spot, obviously, for Maxey here. Especially his PA.
Meechit's only had 3 assists today.
And he took a ton of shots, right?
7 for 12, 21 points.
I mean, that's a lot for him.
He went to the line. That's crazy. He must have been going for it. 7 for 9 from the line.
Yeah, he went hard.
Pause.
Nick Richards, look out for his dunk prop. Should have an easier time today. I don't know if he cleared it. His 1.5 today. I didn't take it because not against American Suns front court, but I know he had at least one. He should have an easier time in this matchup though against Paul Reed and Mo Bamba. So I'd look out for that. Brandon Miller continues to just pick up early fouls. So if you wanted, could sweat his first half under and hope he continues that. But we don't have it right now. But I feel like every game he picks up like 2 or 3 early fouls and he goes straight to the bench. There's like no leash. Pretty soft matchup though. So if he keeps his hands to himself, it could be sweaty. Let's see. What is his full game period at? Try to guess what the first half line would be. Okay, so it's probably, if it's 13.5, they juiced a little bit. I can say that, but it's probably gonna be 12.5. I can see Maxey drawing fouls on here because he's probably gonna be on Maxey. Usually guards the main ball handler, scorer. So, and if Maxey's aggressive and attacking, you definitely draw fouls on him. Other than that, I don't like anything from this game at all. Hornets are on a back-to-back. The Suns, I mean, it was somewhat close throughout the game, but Suns, they stomped them. I mean, D-Book had 11 assists, and I think Beal almost had 10 assists. Yeah. Terrell, Neesmith under first quarter points. Oh, is that Coach? Yeah. When we get it. Right now, we just have his first half points. Yeah, we won't have it on PrizePicks till tomorrow morning. But Underdog might be on Underdog. Underdog usually coasts the night before.
Might be on Hot Streak too.
DK doesn't even have it yet. Okay. Trying to think anything else. I mean, good luck guessing between the playmaking between Trey Man and Meechich, so I think that's a stay away for the overs or unders. Seem to be switching off, and yeah, Uber a revenge game, but he has revenge against every team. He's bounced around. And I think A lot of people were on his PRA last game because he's been crushing. I think he let the world down. And it's not surprising because it's Kelly Oubre. So I'm good on him. Well, his PRA is all the way back up to 25.5. It was down to 22.5 the last game. And he still didn't get it. So Terrell said, call me by my government name.
Who's Terrell?
Coach.
I know.
Some ugly games tomorrow, guys.
Hey, there was ugly games today. We still made money.
This is true. Blazers Pelicans. So Blazers, Grant. I looked into this. Grant is out. Simons is probable. And I think that's it, major news-wise. Correct me if I'm wrong, underrated. Not Thibault's questionable.
Ooh.
Jabari Walker's out. And Ayton continues to dominate. I listened to a little post-game thing. And Chauncey Billups said, they asked Chauncey Billups, have you unlocked Ayton? And Billups said, yeah, we have unlocked him. And then the reporters went and told Ayton what Billups said, and he goes, oh yeah, I'm turned up. I'm ready.
Yeah.
So he's feeling himself right now.
How many games in
he's
a row
all
now? 2, 3 in a row?
Yeah. 3 in a row. It's a tough matchup though. For sure. Pelicans, I mean, they really don't give it up to the front court. I mean, J-Val's probably going to have to play more minutes here. I mean, they can't have Nance on Ayton for a lot of minutes. So, but J-Val's so bunk, I wouldn't consider any over for him. Even though we love attacking Portland and Ayton for his defense, but I can't trust him. Zion's coming off a huge game today on a back-to-back. He might pop up on the injury report tomorrow, late scratch, because we've seen them really limit him on back-to-back. So I'd watch out for that. And Ingram is just Ingram, right? He's just there. And yeah, look how low J-Ball's points are now. 9.5. They just want to take the over underrated.
No,
But
thank you.
With him picking up more minutes, he will have and how much Ayton is shooting in his shot line, he will have a stock opportunity here. So if he wanted to take his fantasy, I don't blame you, but just remember it's J-Val. Let's see what his lines are for his rebounds. I mean, it's a good rebound spot for him here with how many shots Ayton's going to put up, and those little mid to short range shots are going to have soft bounce off the rim near Ayton, or J-Val. Well, they have J-Val all the way down to 7.5 rebounds. Now, we're obviously we're not going to get him like that on PrizePicks. He'll be at 8 flat. But let's see how J-Val is done against Ayton. So they played about 3 weeks ago. J-Val had 9 rebounds, 15 points. Okay, Murphy went off. That's someone to look out for if you see Zion did not play this game. So if they sit Zion or any of the BI, Zion, or McCollum, any of the main three on a back-to-back in this soft matchup, I always go to Trey Murphy. And this is a great spot for him, especially if guys like Thibault are out. He's probably their best perimeter defender. And Grant's out as well. So I would definitely jump on Trey Murphy props as soon as they're available and hope one of these main guys get out. I think Zion probably will. But yeah, Ayton, he did his thing still, man. 18 points, 17 rebounds, 3 assists. So he had 5 stocks in this game. But his lines, they gotta be juiced. Gotta be juiced. Let's see what his PRA is at. 33.5. That's more than what like his normal fantasy line used to be at. I mean, you saw the stock potential he had against J-Val and them, and even if Zion's in or out, it increases his stock potential versus J-Val, who probably gets more usage with Zion out. And then if Zion's in, Zion, he's going to drive to the basket relentlessly, and Ayton will pick up stocks that way too. So if I had to choose anything, and I was going to play Ayton, it would probably be his fantasy in this matchup due to the stock potential. But you can clearly see, the rebound potential is there. How do you feel about Ayton here? I think his fantasy will probably be around. What was it last game? Was it 36.5?
I don't remember
probably
exactly.
38.
I don't remember exactly.
38.5? What's that?
I don't remember exactly. I just know if it was 45, he still would have hit it. So he is crushing.
He is. How long can he sustain? Because we know Ayton, he'll ghost you at any time.
Well, there was no Simons last game either, so they kind of had to go to him. So we'll see. But Grant's out again, I think. So
yeah, Grant's out.
So Grant's out. I don't mind Ayton.
And then Trey Murphy, if Zion's out, I would go with his PRA, depending what the line is. I don't think we have any lines for him because, they're not going to give those lines without confirmation that Zion's playing. I think it's a good assist spot for Simons. The last game he played in, he was diamond like crazy. He didn't play in the Knicks game, but I think it was the Hawks, right? But it kind of makes sense against the Hawks. But yeah, he had a ton of assists, I remember. Yeah, he just had 4 in the second quarter. It's all going to Ayton, too. Looks like he had about 8 or 9 assists. Pelicans, they give up a lot of 3 balls, and if Ayton, it's good correlation if you want to take Ayton, because Simons definitely looked for him. Pelicans are third most assists to point guards. The only thing that's going to affect Simons is Scoot whenever he's in, but I think, Simons is still going to be the primary ball handler, so it just depends on what his line is. Do we have it? Five and a half. It's not bad.
It's not
Let's
bad
check
at
the
all.
potential. The only thing is just if the Pelicans, they tend to blow teams out a lot. Yes, over the last 2 games, he's had 16 potentials. And I imagine it's a high spread, right? Is it in non? Oh, it is. Whew, 13.5 points. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it depends if Zion's playing.
Can't
too,
do it.
but
Can't do it. Can't do it. Can never rely on his assists, really.
yeah,
I
look
don't
who's
think.
passing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. Might have to go with Aiden's first half fantasy. It's probably 19.5. Trey Murphy, I still like his full game because he'll still stay out there a little bit in the fourth quarter and blowout run. We can confirm this real quick. So the Cavs game was a blowout. Played a lot of the fourth. Checked out with the starters though. Yeah, it looks like he still stays out there a little bit after the starters are benched in the fourth. Might pick up, a few more minutes. Garbage time against bench guys. Okay. That's about it from that game. I mean, obviously you have McCollum revenge game, but we saw him against the Blazers in Portland completely shit the bed, right?
Yeah.
In his first return.
Yeah. You.
What he went like 1 of 15 or so. It was something crazy, man. Two of 14. I was close. I said 1 of 15. 2 of 14, 1 of 9 from 3. Oh my gosh.
Poor guy.
He just does not play well against Portland. Must be in his head. Great matchup though. I tend not to play any Pelicans, like I say all the time. Okay. Thunder Grizzlies. Now this game's gonna be messy. I checked the injury report. Desmond Bane is making his return, which I don't know why, because they're in tank mode, and why are they not shutting him down? I mean, he's gonna play probably very limited minutes, right? Like anything 18, 20 minutes. But that just makes things really complicated. Vince Williams is out. Scottie Pippen made a surprise start the other day. He was like on the injury report, not even listed as like probable or anything. Yes, he was ruled out for Wednesday, but I read a report that he was upgraded to questionable. Bane is nearing a return from a 2-month absence. So this is the first time ever he's been upgraded. If he's cleared to suit up, he'll likely be limited. That just makes everything really ugly for Memphis, and I think Jaren Jackson is questionable as well. Yeah. Can't even touch Memphis right now. So, what do we have for the Thunder here? We don't even have any Thunder props. So, okay. Not much we can talk about. Do we even have props? Yeah. It's hard to say anything Thunder-wise without knowing who's playing for Memphis. If Jaren's playing, and if Danny's actually playing. So, fortunately, nothing really we can do for that game. Wizards and Bulls. All right, there's some interesting. This game could be interesting, not in terms of basketball quality, but in terms of who's in, who's out, and props. So let's go to Washington here. So Sean Holmes was upgraded questionable. He's been ruled out every game the night before. Bagley is still out. Shamit's still out. Now Tyus Jones is out. Now this is new wrinkle, right? He's pretty much played in every game. So it's gonna be like first time we've seen this offense without him. And then Denny's questionable. He might not play. So we're gonna have Jordan Poole probably back in the starting lineup. We're gonna see probably a lot of Johnny Davis, which is not what you want if you're a Wizard fan. And then Kuzma is gonna have to play all the minutes he can handle.
How did Kuzma do last game? Has he been doing well?
Yeah, he's been putting up steady stats. I mean, across the board.
Oh, and
But they just keep juicing all his lines so much, where it's like he's got to really exceed his normal lines. But I mean, if you take Denny off the court and Tyus Jones, that's so much playmaking, right? Like, yes, Poole can play make, but Poole is better off the ball to traditional two guard. So you gotta imagine Kuzma is gonna really play make even more here. I mean, he already was. And the Bulls, we know they'll give up assists from the three ball. So I think we should see increased shot volume from Jordan Poole, increased shot volume from Kispert, who's actually been playing pretty well in his new role, starting role. So I think Kispert could have a good scoring game here. I'm sure his lines are going to juice with these guys out, though. But yeah, the Bulls will definitely give up three ball. Depends on what the lines are. I guess, I mean, we're not going to have the lines because Denny is questionable. I mean, we already know that Tyus is out. Yeah, they're just going to give us Kuzma. Let's see what they have Kuzma's assists at.
4.5.
4.5. You think it's Fliff worthy? I mean, I think it's pretty solid if Denny's out. You have Denny and Tyus out, but you got to think about who's passing to. You might just pick up the shot volume as well. What's his RA? His RA's normally been 12.5 since starting at center.
He hasn't really been rebounding much either. Last game, 3 rebounds. 3, 7, 9, 8, 5, 5, 7.
But you take Denny off the court.
That's true.
I guess it depends also if Rashawn Holmes is going to play, right? What was I looking at here? Oh, it's RA. That's normal 12.5. No, we're not going to have it on here. Let's check the potentials. I'm sure Tyus has been leading, but just out of curiosity. I mean, he's still second, or at least the last 3 games to Tyus. Yeah, I guess Bilal could pick up some playmaking and Poole, obviously. Yeah, I think Kispert, he's definitely interesting. Let's just check his shot volume. I think it's just going to go way up here. with if Denny's out too. I mean, Tyus hasn't really been shooting that much, but yeah. See, if we can get Kispert in this 12 to 15 field goal attempt range, I think you feel pretty good about his scoring potential. I mean, when he's playing starter minutes, I mean, he's shooting pretty efficient from 3, right? Like when he's playing near 30 minutes, 3 to 7, 5 to 7, 5 to 10. It's just some of these games it looks like when he comes off the bench and is not playing many minutes, he's not efficient from 3. But again, yeah, when he plays the high 20s, 30 minutes, he's shooting pretty efficient. So, and this is a 3-point shooting spot for him against the Bulls here. I'll just look out for his lines. And if you're worried about blowout, since he starts, and we can consider his first half of full game points. Probably won't get his 3-point prop, and if we do, it's probably gonna be a Goblin or Demon. Okay, and then the Bulls side. Alright, talk me off of Vooch here. So we always attack the Wizards, right? With bigs.
Yep.
Smash platform.
What's the line look like?
Well, let's see. Is Kobe White is still out, or his injury wasn't as serious as they thought it was gonna be? Okay, so Kobe White is still out. So Vooch's lines will probably still be pretty juiced.
Yep, especially with the matchup.
$22.5.
Yeah. Can't do it.
I can't do it, guys.
No.
The highest he's been is like 20.5, and then 21 flat. Like after people smashing the over, 22.5 is the highest I've ever seen. Is DeRozan? Why is DeRozan not on here? Is he questionable?
No.
So why is he on the board?
Good question.
I can't do it, guys.
Don't.
Now, if his full game points are 22, what's his full game PRA? Because his first half PRA is normally 18 flat. But if his points are that juiced, I can't imagine what his PRA is. 38.5. Yeah, so I imagine his first half PRA when it drops is going to be 19.5 minimum, 20, most likely 20 flat, which it's been getting bumped up to. I mean, that's what his fantasy has been at. For first half and second half was 20 fantasy flat.
No way.
I think Drummond's interesting here. He probably won't play much because of how small the Wizards are, but whenever he's out there limited time against the second unit, against Eugene, he should crush, man. Like we saw Jock do. It just depends what they put as lines. Like these lines are normally 7.5 points, 6.5 to 7 rebounds. So yeah, you see, end of February, Vooch did not get the scoring done here. What do they have as rebound? I mean, it's a great rebounding spot. There's no one.
12.5.
Can get close.
I see 12.5 on Underdog.
So Underdog has lines before even DK.
They had Neesmith first quarter too, 3.5.
There you go. Underdog is where it's at. I don't know, man. You're paying a tax for Vooch, but it's a prime spot. no Kobe White against starting Kyle Kuzma at center. Well, we'll see. Maybe Rashawn Holmes plays, but I mean, he's not the best defender. But I mean, it would be an upgrade rebounding wise. Yeah, let's look out for Drummond. I mean, Drummond don't want to play much in this matchup, but he should absolutely smash here. I can't pay that tax. And then Io's coming off of a really disappointing game with Kobe out. It's a prime spot for him. I want to see him how he performs in this matchup without Kobe. Maybe Kobe White helps him by spacing out the floor and setting him up, giving him open corner threes a lot more, and helps his scoring. So maybe Kobe White being out is actually hurting him offensively, because he just didn't get anything done on the offensive side last game with Kobe White out. So, but it's a good spot for him, and obviously for DeRozan too. But all our lines gonna be juice. And we don't have DeRozan yet, so hard to say. That's crazy. Caruso's at 24.5 PRA. I mean, his fantasy was just at 26.5, and then went up to 27.5 last game. So yeah, he's gonna be well over 30, probably 32 fantasy.
No, thank you.
Good matchup. Tax lines, and probably gonna blow out.
I'll stick to Neesmith under.
Lakers Warriors. So this one's hard because like Steph is technically on track to play, but he's also labeled questionable. Don't know what Steve Kerr plans to do with them. He's probably going to be pretty protective of them, but this is a big game for seeding. Like, they need to win this. But I imagine if the Warriors are trailing by even a decent amount, Steph is going to sit out a large portion of the second half, or fourth quarter especially. So hard to say for him. I mean, Draymond's questionable, so I have no idea on his status. That makes things so very tricky as well. Kuminga has done well against the Lakers, and he's playing really good ball right now, but that was with Steph out, so the shot volume was really high. He's all the way down to 18.5 points. But if Steph's a full go, his shot volume could just fall to the wayside here. But they're going to need him. They're going to need him for sure. And I think LeBron has the usual Q tag, and then AD is probable here. So, high total. All these schemes are. I mean, we saw this matchup, and LeBron and Steph went at it back and forth. But we don't have a full go Steph, right? Like, he's been out with the ankle sprain. Really risky taking anything for him, in my opinion. But in terms of total and spread, it's the best game on the slate. If you're still here, to answer your question. But I just think the Warriors are tricky right now with Steph coming back from extended absence, and then Draymond being questionable. So it's hard to say right now. What do we have for LeBron? Man, look at his PA. It used to be 31.5. We're all the way up to 35.5. I mean, he's been getting it done, but you need a game go full distance. Feel good about that.
Coin flip.
I mean, I always take his PRA against the Warriors, and I'm sure this is nationally televised. They usually are, because he gets a lot of rebounding against the Warriors usually. He's highly motivated. But last time he took his PRA in this matchup, which I loved, I think he was at like 38.5. Now he's all up to 42.5.
Ugh.
And I mean, it's just because he's playing really good ball. I know Vegas says the game's gonna be close and they have a 3-point spread, but just how the Warriors have looked, and if Draymond is out and he can't go, and Steph's not a full go, like the Warriors have just struggled, man. They'll just get stomped. It'll be a blowout. And Lakers coming off a rest here, back at home, they could absolutely blow them out of the water. So I'm nervous about full game props. What do we have first half for Lakers? Is AD at 7.5 points first quarter? I wouldn't mind that. Especially if Draymond's out. If Draymond's out, AD he's back up to his 8.5. For a while, he went down to 7.5. If Draymond's out, AD should have a real easy time here, unless Jackson Davis gives him problems. But being a rookie against AD, yeah, that's some problems. Yeah, I mean, you can take a stab at AD. I just don't trust him if he shows up motivated or not. This one's tough, guys. This one's tough. How do you feel about it, Ryan?
Too juicy.
I would feel better if the Warriors were full strength and we didn't have Steph making his first return back. But I think it also just shows the urgency. Yeah, from what I saw, recent report, he was questionable.
G-Man's here.
From what I remember hearing on the radio, they were talking about it, local radio. Yeah, he's iffy. He's having back spasms again. It's something he's been dealing with for the latter portion of his career. So back issues, that's a complete coin toss. And I think that's just how the player feels during shoot around.
It's getting old.
So that really makes choosing anything the night before on both sides of the ball really hard, right? Because Draymond is a key part of the defense and offense, setting up Steph and others. So sorry, I just don't think with that we can't make any calls. Oh, Jimmy, you liking his PA? I mean, worst case, he doesn't play, you just get a DNP. I don't know if you put it in a 5-pick or what format, but I mean, if Draymond is out, they're gonna have to really lean on Trace here, which is hard for a rookie. But I mean, he shows up at times, especially defensively with blocks. I'm curious to see what his props are. Should be a good rebound upside for him if AD taking a lot of shots near the basket. Yeah, this one's hard to call with Draymond being iffy. But the Warriors have not looked good with Steph out. That is for sure. I mean, Wiggins' points are pretty low, but he has just been a roller coaster with his personal problems. Let's see what his I mean, they have the juice opened up in the under for his points. It's sad, 11.5. Oh, where the days went. What's his rebounds at? I mean, if Draymond's out, he's gonna have to really hit the glass hard here. But he's also gonna have to spend so much energy guarding LeBron, help guard LeBron with Kuminga. Damn, at 3.5 rebounds. Wow. I mean, there's no way we have that on PrizePicks. What do they have as PR? They don't. DK doesn't even have it yet. I would say if Draymond's out, you can definitely consider Wiggins fantasy because he's just going to help out so much on defense. Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be pretty low, 21.5 probably. And then Clay playing in LA, where his dad is the Lakers commentator. He gets up for these games, but it's Clay. We don't have any Clay props, which is interesting. Okay. But yeah, Clay loves playing in front of his dad in the Lakers and crypto. Except the game in here in the Bay, 28 minutes, 3 points. Roller coaster season for him. Okay. Timberwolves and Jazz. So Jazz going back to back here. I think Rudy Gobert is trending towards being out. Let's confirm. Oh, so we got Kyle Anderson, questionable. Monty Morris, Gobert. What does this say about Gobert? Gobert is in danger of missing Saturday's contest due to left rib sprain. Weak sauce. Well, I mean, you got to think he wants to play in this, right? Being back in Utah. Although he's dipped out, I think he's dipped out on at least one game back in Utah. I remember he sat out. He might duck it because he's just that kind of guy. And he's scared. But if he plays, massive fantasy upside here. I mean, he's gonna be juiced. But I mean, you just saw Capella today. Why I like Capella's fantasy, and he got it done in limited minutes, even with Jalen Johnson playing big minutes and being productive. You should have a lot of stocks, a lot of rebounds, a lot of offensive rebound putbacks. If he doesn't play, I like Naz Reid here. Just give up threes to stretch bigs. I mean, we saw Jalen Johnson, who's not a good three-point shooter. Like, what do you have today? I think he made 3 or 4 threes. He had 4 threes, 4 of 8 from 3. That's pretty crazy for Jalen. Yeah, I think it's just because they have these rookie forwards and wings, like in Bryce Sensabaugh and Taylor Hendricks. So probably, I think it's from what I heard, it's just the switch defense they're still learning, and when there's screens set and they're leaving guys bigs coming out off the pick and roll when they roll, and they're just leaving them wide open for the 3 ball. So now it's where you could just go off from 3 if he gets the minutes and starts. So I'll just say whichever one starts, definitely interested in. If Nas starts, just his straight up PR or points. And then if Gobert starts, his first half of full game fantasy, I think you just have to worry about the Jazz being on a back-to-back. Potential blowout here, but it's only 8 spreads. Maybe the Jazz hang tough with them. and get up for this game against a top Western seeded team here in the Timberwolves. So let's see how Gobert is done against the Jazz this year. Background music go away?
Oh, you miss it. Here we go.
Okay. 39 fantasy early November, 15 points, 3 blocks, 13 rebound. Yeah, he's racking up the stock, man. But this is early November too, so this is when Jazz were a lot different roster wise. What are the lines? Let's look at PRA. Where are they? How juiced are we? We don't even have lines. Probably because Jazz run a back-to-back, potential guys sitting out, and the Q tags for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson and Gobert. And obviously a great spot for Ant, but you're always paying a really hefty tax on him, and he is still up and down in terms of scoring. But good fantasy spot for him, too. But I hate taking his first half because he's the guy that tends to need time to ramp up and heat up over time. I only like his fantasy if it's supposed to be a real competitive game. And being on the road in Utah, where most NBA players, from what you hear, they hate playing in Utah because of the fans and the elevation. I don't know. Probably not that motivated, but we can check. We can check his history in Utah. Russell Westbrook hates playing in Utah. Calls them the worst fans. All right, had a pretty solid game last year in February. 53 fantasy, 31 points. So it's doable for him in Utah, but yeah, he's gonna be juiced, right? He's probably gonna be 49 and a half, 48 and a half fantasy. And you're trusting, and Utah, they were running a lot of their bench guys tonight, and we'll probably see the same thing tomorrow because they're in that tank mode. So I mean, they had Johnny Juzang out there and Preston. I thought Preston was done in the league. He's still here. So yeah, the game can get ugly, especially if the duos are full strength minus Cat. All right. Round it out here with the Knicks and Kings.
Round it out.
I assume everyone's a full go. I didn't see anything pop up. Dude, I bet you Gobert ducks again.
Did he hurt her?
Lyles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Knicks, I think OG is questionable. Yeah, he's iffy for Saturday. OG's really been eating into Dante's shot volume. If OG ends up playing, I think you consider some unders on Dante. His shot volume's gone way down whenever OG is in. And I think that really affects his shooting percentage overall. I feel like he's a guy that needs high volume. to get in rhythm, and yeah, Dante, as a result, has really been struggling. Okay, so he's at his normal 16.5. If OG plays, I don't mind it. I mean, it is a somewhat easier matchup for him here, but the Kings are at home, or they're at home? Okay. Yeah. It sounds like there's a good chance that OG doesn't play, so probably not even worth considering. Right elbow injury management. But look out for that. Brunson is taking every shot he can handle right now. I think like his first game back, he shot really poorly, and he was on somewhat of a minute restriction for what he usually plays. But against Portland, I think his minutes were starting to ramp back up to normal. Every single play, he was taking all his shots, man. He had a 48% usage rate. He took. Let's double check here. He took 30 shots, and on top of that, he had 17 free throw attempts. Right, so I know he was fouled from 3 a couple times. So I want to say he went to the free throw line 7 or 8 times. So you throw the because the field goal attempt doesn't count shooting fouls when they're fouled shooting. So you throw that onto the 30. He's pushing almost 40 field goal attempts in that Portland game. Played 38 minutes, so it's good to see he's back up to his normal minutes here. The other games were blowouts, but he was on pace to still play way under his 38 since returning from injury in all those games that blew out. But it's good to see he's back up to 38. Let's look at the potentials. I mean, like, obviously, his potential would be way low, right? He's not even looking to pass. Dude's just chucking. Let's see. Last 3 games since he's been back. So he's had 10 potentials overall for his last 3. And let's look at that Portland game. 6. And you know what's crazy is look at Josh Hart, right? 10 potentials, 2 assists, and a big reason for that is I know he was passing to Dante, who was missing a lot. And he was passing OG, who started off really cold in that game. Brunson is playing straight up ISO ball, and so he's not getting any passes from any of these other guys. Like, he's like literally bringing it up and running isolation offense almost every play. So that just destroys assists for everyone on the team, including himself. I don't know. With that shot volume, if he sustains that, and let's say OG's out too, I think he just got to take his points, right? How do you feel about it, underrated?
I don't know. You the man.
What happened in this game? Is this the game he got injured? Oh, that's last year. I thought that was March 9th, 2024. Man, that's just crazy shot volume, dude. Obviously, that can change game to game if someone else gets hot, but I mean, it just seems like with Dante struggling with his shot right now, and if OG is out, he's going to dominate the shot volume here. And it looks like, I mean, Vegas thinks it's going to be a competitive game, which I think it will be too. Knicks have been pretty solid. 3-point spread, 220 total. Total's probably pretty low because of the pace the Knicks run. Okay. And the question is, do you only think Josh Hart? The RA kind of scares me now with how much Brunson's running isolation lately. Especially if OG's out. But can we go to his rebounding here? So minus 135 and 9.5. It's not the best rebound spot because the Kings really limit offensive rebound opportunities. And Hart picked up quite a bit of offensive rebounds, but we can double check that. Pretty sure they're still top 30 in offensive rebounds allowed. Hart definitely gets it done on the offense class. Actually, Kings have now moved to number 1. It was always like the Magic, Heat, and Pistons, but now the Kings are 1, averaging about 8.8 offensive rebounds allowed total per game. And then Magic, Pistons, Heat, and Bulls, top 5. Then your worst offensive rebound teams, to no surprise, Wizards have no true center. OKC and Phoenix, surprisingly. It's kind of surprising with Nurk. I guess Nurk is always in foul trouble. Doesn't play much in the second half. Okay. With that said, 9.5. I mean, he's been crushing it, but if the offensive rebounds aren't there, it's gonna be a little scary. Now the Kings do give it up to the backcourt in terms of rebounding. But middle of the road. What are the Brunson's red lines? I don't even see Hart on here, or maybe they just don't have his rebound. Yeah, I'm scared to take his PA with how much he's shooting in this isolation. I mean, he could pass more here, but if he's going to get done scoring-wise, he's, like we just saw in that last game, he's probably not passing. I'll probably just take his points. And let's see what props we have for Hart. They already pre-juiced his first half PRA. It's normally 13.5, so there's no value there.
That sucks.
Yep. And I really never attacked the Knicks for anything. I mean, just due to the pace they run. But I mean, Brunson's like nothing to be afraid of defensively. Run it back with Fox something, but they have Draymond's first period so low. Might not even play though. I don't know, man. I mean, it's a good spot for Sabonis against Hardenstein. Okay, we got 8 in props already. much rather have a fantasy, but man, if he's already at 17 first half PRA, he's gonna be well over 20 fantasy. That's crazy. I mean, you see, he's been getting it done, but McCollum now, his PRA is super low, but he's so hard to trust. And that depends. I mean, if Zion's not playing, that's a pretty low PRA line against the Blazers here. Oh, they're just daring you to take this underrated.
J-Val, that J-Val life you're gonna live tomorrow?
No, but I mean they're daring you.
Why don't you take Vooch with them?
He's not on the board.
That'll give you your 2 favorites.
Man, I mean, Zion's got to be out tomorrow, I imagine. He went hard today, right? I would say either McCollum or J-Ball here. If Zion's out. Only if Zion's out. Any interest in under for Sabonis rebounds through the pace? Maybe. I mean, what did Aiden just have against the Knicks? Like 18 rebounds or something crazy? Um,
14. Ayton hasn't. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's had 7 straight double-digit rebound games, and 9 out of the last 10.
Yeah, Jabari Walker being out really helps with that too, right? Because Jabari was soaking up so many boards.
Is Jabari back tomorrow?
No, he's out still.
Okay.
So you get, I mean, Aiden's double prop. I'm sure it's juice, but it should be pretty solid tomorrow.
I bet it's not that bad. Let's look.
I just think with Aiden playing how many minutes he plays, and especially in the first half, I think J-Ball gets an uptick in minutes in the first half here. Because I feel like they're going to have to match his minutes with Ayton.
Makes sense.
So the 9.5 is pretty low. The only thing is like his usage is so low in the first half. Let's just double check that and confirm before we get off, because I think that's crucial here. And a lot of it's because Zion is super active in the first half too. So, so I'm really, you're kind of rolling the dice, because if you wait to get till tomorrow and then all of a sudden Zion pops up on the injury report, they're gonna juice J-Ball to probably all the way up to 11.5.
J-Val is low. I mean, I laugh about it because it's J-Val, but we might actually have to play that. Man.
It's so low, right, bro? I mean, like,
It's so low.
and how many bricks that are going up from the Blazers?
Oh, it's perfect spot. And if Zion's out, it's extra bonus, right?
It's huge bonus.
So you almost want to take it tonight.
Yeah, and if Zion plays, it's not dead in the water, because,
No.
like I said, I think they got to match his minutes somewhat with Ayton. Although they can run Zion and dance, and just have like Zion play help defense down low at the 5, but Yeah.
It's really low though. Even if Zion's in, I wouldn't be that worried. I mean, it's J-Val, so you always worry, but it's still a good play.
Yeah, I think playing his first half and then maybe even McCollum, because if Zion's out, McCollum's going to pick up. He should pick up some playmaking here and more shots going up, and he's been pretty productive in the first quarter lately too. Look out for his first quarter, 3.5 points. He's been clearing that pretty much every game. They keep giving it. Okay, they finally bumped it, 4.5. Look at that. They get J-Val 2.5 first quarter, juice on the under. But I think there's a good rebound opportunity for him here. Let's see what they have in J-Val's rebounds first quarter set at. Two and a half as well. This makes no sense, dude. Like, he played only 14 minutes against the Cavs with Jared Allen. Larry Nance didn't even play in the fourth, so they just ran Zion at the 5. Okay, well that shows you. They will run Zion at the 5 against a traditional big. So, yeah, if Zion's out, then J-Val should pick up more minutes. There's no reports on him?
Zion.
Yeah.
Nope.
Against the Blazers, right? We like attacking them inside the paint, and then also just any scoring potential. So
yeah,
I wouldn't blame if you take a shot at it now, while the lines are low for either McCollum or J-Val. But
I think McCollum is just as scary as J-Val playing these days.
He's very up and down, right?
Yeah. I hate playing him, really.
I don't blame you. All right, guys. Hopefully that was somewhat helpful. Oh wait, do we have Brandon Miller's first half period? Nope. First half points? 9. Rather have his PRA for the under. All right, any other questions? That I missed? How do you feel about NHL picks? I went over that. All right. Gonna be gone this weekend, so we'll be back Monday. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Crush it tomorrow, underrated.
Oh yeah.
Hold down the fort.
No.
With Big E, coach.
We got this list here from tonight, and we'll just go over it and find some dunks tomorrow. Wake you up. Say, what do you think about these?
Yeah, definitely look out for Trey Murphy. I think he's gonna be it's a prime spot for him. Especially guys like Thibault are out for the perimeter defense.
Now, if Zion's in, you still like him?
I do. I guess it'll just lower his lines too.
Okay.
I'm gonna put an asterisk here for J-Val and McCollum. There you go. And that's like, those are definitely contingent upon Zion. Although, like you said, J-Val is already pretty low that maybe Zion's playing. Still consider, but I think McCollum definitely I would fade if Zion's playing due to the playmaking and usage. So,
What 2-pick are we doing before the morning bumps? Neesmith? Neesmith and
Neesmith,
J-Val.
sure, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say Neesmith for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see 32.5 PR, bro. Oh. I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
And it's not even like it's not a good matchup.
Mm-hmm. You can't. Just let it go. He'll come back to earth.
Yeah, and you don't want to keep betting on the under until he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could just stay on a little heater and you keep betting the under and he keeps going over just due to his usage rate and Grant being out, right? Like I was gonna say, if Zion ends up playing, you could consider that under because not only is Zion a big body, help out defense down low, but also blowout potential. But just if Zion's out, maybe they keep it a little bit closer. But with Grant being out and the Blazers being so thin in his usage rate, it's probably just to stay away for now.
If Zion plays, how many minutes is J-Ball getting, you think?
It's all over the place. I mean, you saw against Cleveland with the Jared Allen, he only played 14 minutes, didn't touch the court in the fourth. And what was Zion at the 5?
Well, if we only need his first half, though.
Oh, but his first half he still played. Played about 11 to 12 minutes.
Will that be enough to get us 10 PRA? That is the question.
Honestly, his first quarter is the best because like he plays like 2.5 to 5 minutes in the second quarter. Like look at this game. Checked in, 1 assist, 2 minutes later, checked out.
That might be.
Although here he played more minutes. Was everyone in? Everyone's in. I have no idea what's up with his rotation, man. It's a jigsaw puzzle.
I wish we could just play Neesmith and that's it. They'll probably be, well, yeah, because we got to play that tonight. It's going to be 6.5 tomorrow or 6.
Yeah.
You want to play Aiden so bad, don't you?
Just after that post-game conference. Yeah. I mean,
I was just going to say that Maxey, his assists have been. I'm going to look at his potentials because I guess that matchup is scary.
bro, I mean, we just saw D-Book and Beal combine for like 20 assists today.
Oh my gosh, D-Book. Yeah, he had 11. That's crazy. Yeah, can't even do it. That sucks.
It should be a lot of good dunk props tomorrow, so you have to give them to us.
You just got to find one play with Neesmith. What's Trey Mann all about? Yeah, I see his props.
Do we have his RA? Of course not.
So crazy he had 7 assists. 12 points. Ooh, Kyle Lowry. Can't play anyone's under against Charlotte, huh? Doesn't matter if it's Kyle Lowry. It's rough. It's rough. Damn.
Some pickings, right?
It is. Does Josh Hart have anything decent, or is he just too juiced? I know he's 14 PRA first half, but I guess it's just too much, huh? He's been doing so much.
I'm scared of Brunson, man, with that 48% usage, man. It just scares me. But yeah, I mean, you could take a step at his RA.
What's his PRA? Still way too high. 27.5. That's not too bad, but yeah, there's nothing as good as that Neesmith under, is there? There just isn't. That one feels great.
I mean, if we had Brandon Miller's PRA, man, I would definitely take the under on that.
Oh, Brandon Miller, his PRA.
His first half. Yeah, his first half, because he just fouls so much early and often. But then you're relying on fouls, so. But he pretty much averages like 2 to 3 every first half.
Can we go under Kyle Lowry, even though he's playing Charlotte?
What do you want to do? His full game PRA?
Or his first half? I don't know. What's his full game? 18? $17.5. His first half is 9. Yuck.
He's playing so many minutes in the first half, though.
We need a coach college basketball play to add. I wonder if he likes anything for tomorrow. There's a bunch up. That might be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's around. Oh, your camera just went all the way off you now?
Oh, it's sliding.
I don't know. I looked up, I thought you left. But I forgot. This shit was just turned.
Dude, let's go under Brandon Miller's PRA, man.
Okay. You don't gotta twist my arm.
I mean, it's minus 125 right now on the under. Probably more juice is going to go on it. And what's the spread?
I think it's
10.5
higher than it feels like it should be, like 10 or something.
It's 10.5, and it's in Philly, and it's a 208 total.
Brandon Miller's the one?
I'd rather have first. Well, no, maybe first half's not even as good, because
Blowout.
if it actually does blow out, you want that I'm losing out of minutes. It's a soft matchup, though. Or do Lowry, man.
I think Lowry might be him. I know it's Charlotte, but fuck. Lowry he just. It almost doesn't matter who they're playing. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to shoot. He's just there. He'd probably just let Maxey do everything.
Yeah, if it blows out, he's for sure chilling.
Yeah, it seems low, but it's. I mean, even
Yeah, look at this. Everyone's like juiced on the under in this game. 2-8 total.
What were his potentials? Did they play today or yesterday? It was yesterday, huh? Let's see. Oh, Maxey led the team with 7. Wow. Holy. Whoa, bro. Hey, Kyle Lowry had 0 assists last game. And only 3 potentials. Mo Bamba had 4. Kyle Lowry had 3.
What's his PA?
He does somehow get a few rebounds off and on. His PA is 13.5.
Ooh.
Yeah. What if we went under his 8.5 points? So that's so mean to him. But
I mean, yeah, I might just even do a 2-pick with Miller and Lowry and hope for a blowout. And if it blows out, both lose out on minutes and don't get there.
oh yeah, yep. Double up. Lowry had 12 points last game. You'd be like, oh, he did pretty good. And then he had 2 RA. 2 RA in 27 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't get his RA, unfortunately.
He hasn't. In the last 5 games, he has 2 rebounds 4 times. Like, he's doing nothing. It's crazy. The only thing is they're playing Charlotte. So, I don't know. It's a fun click, though.
Yeah.
Could round robin those 3. That's how you know it's a great slate. We're just talking about the 3 unders. All the players we like in the right spots are all too juiced. It's just.
I mean, look, if Hardenstein can get 10 PRA in limited time in the first half against Ayton, J-Bell's got to get it, bro.
How many minutes Hartenstein been playing? Really low still? 10 minutes?
Not as much.
I thought maybe he played a little more lately. I don't know.
This is about the same rotation that J-Bell will have. Yeah, that's about the same minutes that J-Bell will play in the first half.
It's either J-Bow over or Lowry under or Brandon Miller under.
You make the call, dude. You make the call.
Oh boy.
We can for the 2-pick we post on Discord. We can wait a little bit and see what else they'll drop more.
Wait
Over the next hour.
an hour or so.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
But from what we talked about, just kind of things to look out for. If Gobert's in, like his first half full game fantasy, he's out. Now his points primarily, or he's not really a rebounder. Trey Murphy, especially if Zion's out. J-Bell, first half PRA is not bad. And then some just mid-tier plays. I do like Brandon Miller for his unders on a back-to-back and probably going to get in foul trouble as usual. Kisper, first half full game point, depending what the line is. Cam Thomas free throws.
Now, do you want to switch Brandon Miller to full game, or you want to leave it at first half?
Yeah. Claxton or Miles Turner fantasy here. Pretty good. More mid-tier though. And then a lot of games are wait and see who's in and who's out based on injury, questionable tags.
What if Gobert's out? What would Nas points look like?
Juice to the moon. What was it last game against the Lakers? 17.5?
Oof. It's hard to go over for that.
It is.
I want everyone to play so I can go under Kyle Anderson again. He's so bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say, guys.
Hey, do you mind writing Lowry on the list real quick, just so we don't forget? Thanks. Big Kyle.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's unders galore.
There'll be some cool stuff that pops up in the morning, I bet. There'll be some fantasy you'll like, I bet, and a couple dunks.
Yep, and free throws.
Yep.
The goodies that they hold out from us the night before. Oh, I don't even have Neesmith on here, bro.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering why there's only 2 red U's. We love you, Neesmith.
Just treat him like a taco tonight and pair him with different plays.
He is a taco. I'm gonna post
watch
that.
him.
Yep.
Watch him hit 2 threes on us in the first half, and then
He might, but we got to do it till he does. It's okay.
Yep.
I'm not worried. He did actually take a decent amount of shots last game. First quarter.
Yeah, he took 3.
It's a lot for him.
$17 FPR is pretty low for Donovan if he gets back to form.
Has Van Fleet been balling with Sengun out? I didn't pay attention to the last game, but it seemed like he has been.
He's been ramping up the scoring for sure. But he's had 2 really soft matchups against the Wizards and Spurs, so hard to say.
2 tops.
2 like the best matchups you could ask for.
Yeah. Okay. I remember people were on Kelly Oubre until last game.
Yeah, and then he reminded everyone why he's Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, look at
and
this
why I
picture.
never play him.
I swear his arms are crossed in the picture.
He's been going hard, man, but he's on a back-to-back, and he's an older guy, so wouldn't mess with him. I mean, you got Big Nick.
Dunks.
Dunks for sure.
Big Nick's gonna dunk on Paul Reed and Mo Bamba.
He is there.
Look at J-Val staring you in the face with that.
Can't, bro. I mean, Maxey should go off here, but they want to rely on him hitting his 3s early on.
Nah, I hate doing that.
Yep. Ugly slate, guys. Go with the unders. But
The thing is, do you call it now? This is what I was thinking the last few days. Everyone's been saying all the slates have been ugly. Do you call them ugly when the lines are just right, or do you call them ugly when the matchups are fucked up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if there was 3 or 4 props? I mean, you like a few spots. They're just the right lines. That makes the slate ugly, right? Because the bookies are just right.
Yeah, it's hard to find any value here.
Yeah.
Like based on matchup. And then for the unders, there's not like teams going against like really solid defenses where we like to attack the under.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, like Lowry against Charlotte. And then
The thing about Lowry is they wouldn't even give us his PRA, and his PRA was a little lower than this, wasn't it? Didn't they put it up a little because it's Charlotte?
yeah, his fantasy last game was 19.5.
Okay.
So
it's kind
they didn't even give us the PRA last game.
Yeah, 2 games in a row, I remember. So I don't mind it.
Yeah, and then there's just a bunch of average matchups like the Kings and Knicks, and then like the Warriors. Like there's the injury news, and yeah, the Philly Charlotte. You got 2 bad teams going at it, 2 mediocre defenses, and then Pelicans is just a complete mismatch if Zion plays against Portland. They should stomp them. But then it's like, can you take unders with Blazers being so thin? Because Simons and Nate are going to dominate usage.
Nah. Nope. I think we narrowed it down to anything worth playing. And those unders feel the best early. And then we'll wait for some overs. Maybe like you said, they'll drop some more here in an hour. Half hour.
Mm-hmm.
I was over here pissed for the last 2 hours trying to figure out how to log into this TikTok. So mad. I don't know what they're doing. So I'll be scanning Google and YouTube to find out how to get back in. Oh, it's gross.
Good luck, man. All right, guys. Yeah. We'll wait around. We'll post on Discord if you find any value to go with Neesmith. But as of right now, we went over everything that's of interest and potential interest, depending on what the board looks like in the morning. But good luck, guys. Have a good weekend. Underrated. Appreciate it, as always.
Yes, sir. And
Catch
we
you guys
out.
later.
Late.